friends, would you and your PLC friends like to collaborate to create a branching Google form to post pre-planned questions for students and include resources for them to dig in and learn more? Have you created a perfect Google form that your PLC could also use but really want to preserve that original so that none of those folks can make changes to your original? Well, let's look at a couple of ways for sharing and collaborating with Google Forms. Let's say my PLC has decided that a standard or a set of standards would work well to use questioning as a teaching and learning strategy. We've already determined and planned out what questions we want to pose to guide students through the lesson. Then we've curated our resources to set up the class for a directed questioning lesson. After a little bit of discussion, my PLC has decided to create a branching Google form where students read, examine, or listen to information, or watch a brief video clip or two to learn and answer questions. So, how do we collaborate on a Google form to divide and conquer that work? I can start a new Google form. Then select the action button in the upper right corner. It's those three little vertical dots. Then select Add Collaborators and a pop-up appears. Change the permissions to allow others to edit. After that, just add the members of my PLC and immediately this becomes a collaborative project where each of us contributes. After the form is created, we probably will want to preserve it as the original or template and make copies for posting to our digital classroom. That will make filtering the data far more efficient for each class. But what if I've already created the perfect questioning lesson using a Google form and I don't really want to add folks as collaborators because I want to preserve that original with no accidental changes? I don't want to be selfish and I would really like to share this great questioning Google form with my PLC. That's where creating a template preview link comes in handy. I would just open up the shared folder and open my wonderful Google form. Then I'd highlight and copy the URL from the Omnibox. A great place for sharing resources is in the Schoology group. So in our Schoology PLC group, I can navigate to resources and select Add Resource, then choose Add Link. When the pop-up appears, paste the link I copied into the space provided. Notice that the URL ends with the word Edit. Delete that word out. Now enter template/preview to the end of the URL. Add a title and select Add. Now when my PLC friends navigate to our Schoology group, they can open the link I've provided and they will see the option to select Use Template. That will open a whole new exact replica of my Google form for them to use, update, or post in their own digital classroom. Now my wonderful original Google form will not be changed by my PLC friends, but I've shared it so they can use it. If I make changes to my original, my PLC friends' copy will not be changed either, however. For more support with Google Forms, visit the Google Workspace Help Center by selecting the question icon in the lower right corner of the screen while you're editing a Google form. Then in the pop-up, select Help Center. Forms are versatile and provide a way to pre-plan questions relating to a topic. While with a little manipulation, we can provide an entire guiding question session using a branching Google form. So if you and your PLC want to collaborate by dividing and conquering the creation of a branching Google form, just add collaborators using the action button. Plus, if you want to share a Google form you've created, just create a template preview link. Well, that's a wrap for WCS EdTech Top Tip, sharing and collaborating with Google Forms.